So I want to just before I get on to the total rant, I want to talk about something that I think is incredibly important that's happening right now. President Trump is on his way to a dignified transfer, and that's happening as we speak. I wanted to bring to you the comments of the president and what he has said on his way to this dignified transfer in Dover. It's not too far from D.C. It takes very little time to get there. And Donald Trump's going to be there as the caskets are taken off the plane. I believe the number is now 4 American soldiers that will be taken off the plane in the flag-draped caskets, and Donald Trump will be with their families today in Dover. Donald Trump getting on the brand new Air Force One in order to kick on over. It's like a 30-minute flight. What does Donald Trump say about the dignified transfer and about the solemn duty that he has?
All I'm going to say is we love you, we love your child, and that's what they are to them. They're their children. There's no games, no nothing. That's their child. And all you can do is throw out your heart. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So President Trump expect some of this today. Resolve some rage, some fury. President Trump has been taking out the resolve, rage, and fury on Iran, posting this morning, and this has the potential to really change everything, frankly. And I think this is important. I want to talk about voter fraud and election fraud, but man, boy howdy, this just happened seconds ago, and so we need to cover it, what's happening in Iran. From this point forward, anytime the Islamic Republic of Iran shoots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, whether it is a missile, a rocket, or a drone, or any other device or weapon, the United States will bomb and destroy one bridge or power plant, including those located next to in the capital city of Tehran. Thank you for your attention to this matter, says Donald Trump. Now, you shouldn't be effing around with Trump on a day like today. This is, I think, the single strongest statement that Donald Trump has made about Iran, and he followed it up with commentary from the White House yesterday. A reporter goes, "When are you going to make peace with Iran?" And Donald Trump says, "Peace with Iran? We're just getting started."
Anything yet? If we left today, it would take them decades to rebuild, and I don't believe they could ever rebuild. And honestly, they haven't seen anything yet.
Haven't seen anything yet. And what did Donald Trump send in last night? The B-2 bombers and the B-1 bombers. These are bombers that fly effectively in low orbit. You can't hit them. They can't really be knocked out of the sky. You have to have a space program to do that. Iran doesn't have a space program, let me tell you. And so these bad boys zipped in, about 50 of them, have now headed to Iran. What this means is that you can bomb anywhere in Iran, and you could take, well, the whole country out. That's a huge country. The last thing that I would ever recommend would be a ground invasion of this arid, desert, mountainous country, the most mountainous country on Earth. Twice the size of Texas. But what you can do is you can fly in low orbit over the country and hit pretty much anything that you want. And you could send them back to the Stone Age. You really could. And if they want to play this game, then it's just going to end badly for them. And that's exactly what started happening last night. Now, I will tell you, before we get into what Donald Trump did to Iran last night, there's already been extreme devastation in the nation. This is President Trump's response on a missile factory in Tabriz, Iran. This is the missile factory that created the missiles that bombed our soldiers and airmen and killed 4 of them. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a drone manufacturing facility. Absolute and total slaughterhouse. Trump saying, we've been nice. They haven't seen anything yet. We're being nice. I've been restrained about what's going on. But Iran has not been restrained. They launched this ballistic missile. This is an Air Force base in Jordan called Mufi Salti Air Force Base. And this base was hit with a new style and that sidewinds its way down so that it can avoid the THAAD missile defense systems. And look at this. Containerized housing, and that containerized housing, some of the soldiers were not able to get out fast enough. And Donald Trump said, okay, now it's game over for you. Trump's response to this wasn't to surrender or to retreat, or to even accept diplomatic olive branches. Trump shot down a 10-day ceasefire. Centerpiece of the proposal was a middle corridor through the Strait of Hormuz, a squeeze between Oman and Iranian waters. Trump's making it clear, no pause without steep price for the MOU violations and the loss of U.S. service members. Leverages are being squeezed. And what happened last night? I mean, Iran has been begging now for de-escalation. They sent an emissary to Pakistan to try and to get peace negotiation started. They were received nicely and peacefully in Pakistan. But that didn't stop CENTCOM from last night sending in these bad boys. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the devastation of the B-1 bombers over Iran. Bad. Let's just... Whoa. Met the gates of hell last night. The footage out of Iran is totally and completely devastating. The nation has no capacity. They have no air force. They have no capacity to fire munitions and hit missiles or ballistics out of the sky. Everything is just a sitting target. Look at this. Look at the scenes from the roads. The entire country could be laid to waste. And I don't know why you have to keep firing on ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Like, you understand that is like the pinprick. That's the problem. I don't know why you got to do it. It's completely and totally retarded to me why you would make this choice. Could you just not fire on the ships? That seemed to be like the easiest logical thing. But now look, this is what was struck in Iran last night. All the way into Tehran. And this is what Donald Trump's talking about. Air defenses activated in Tehran last night. There were major bombing. Look at this. So they're shooting. They're totally helpless. They have no more anti-missile or anti-aircraft sophisticated technology. So they're shooting like World War II style anti-aircraft guns to try and hit a B-1 bomber that is in low orbit. No, sorry, it's not going to work. And they're just trying to maintain some order and show people that they're not completely helpless, but they are. And I think this is what President Trump is going to expose. And so this is going to be a tough day. You're going to see a lot from President Trump at the dignified transfer. Trump making a very strong statement here about Iran. Like, this is clearly the issue. Their harassment of ships in the Strait of Hormuz. You either stop it or your nation goes dark. So this, ladies and gentlemen, I think is a very strong move. And sometimes, and I'm not a huge fan of this war, obviously. I want to win the midterms. This war is not particularly popular. I don't like what it's doing to grocery prices or gas prices, commodity prices. That kind of stuff really matters, frankly, to me a lot. And what matters is the keeping of the coalition together more than anything. But that being said, some people, the only language that they understand is war and strength. And that's the majority of the world. Might does make right. It always has and always will. And all wars are won or lost based on logistics. If you can get to the battle and if you can maintain your fighting forces. And if you have no power, you have no water, you have no bridges, you can't maintain your fighting forces. And Donald Trump can get to the battle. America can get to the battle. And things are getting, it seems like we've gotten even more sophisticated in the capacities that we have to strike deep into the heart of Tehran, which happened last night. So maybe this is the way to get a lasting peace. We hope so. Pray for that.